What's going on, guys? Talonflame HD here, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. This is going to be something of a semi-regular series. I'm joined today by Rotexidor. Say hello.
Hey guys.
And basically, we are going to do a podcast, and in this podcast, we're going to talk about the summer transfers of the latest football transfer window. So, without further ado, we have 5 players each that we're going to talk about, and we're going to just basically go backwards and forwards between each other, chatting about the players, about the transfer, how he'll fit into his team, etc., etc. So the first player that we shall talk about is Antonio Rudiger, the 23 or 24-year-old centre-back transferred from Roma to Chelsea for £29 million. So, what do you think?
Good signing. I want to say it's a good signing, yeah. Obviously, it'll help the defence a lot alongside David Luiz, who they just signed the season before, and Azpilicueta. Obviously, yeah, like I said, just improving the defence a lot. Obviously, they let go of John Terry and Ake as well, which obviously they needed a replacement for. I'm guessing he could be, he will be the first team centre back in my opinion. It's
Rudiger.
I
mean, Rudiger was first choice at Roma.
Yeah.
You know, he was first name in the defence. So for him to go from Roma to Chelsea, he obviously fancied the Premier League. He wanted a bigger challenge.
Yeah.
Roma are one of the best teams in Italy, in my opinion. But like I say, from a team like Roma into the Chelsea side, he's straight into the first team. He's obviously in Antonio Conte's plans.
Yeah.
He's got pace, he's physically strong, and he's versatile. He can play right back if needed. So if someone like, who's their new right back?
Moses is right back.
Moses. So if Moses picks up an injury, Rudiger can just slip in there and fill in that spot.
Yeah, that's the thing with their defence, because obviously they've got David Luiz, first team player, they've got Azpilicueta, first team player, they've got Rudiger, which I would like to think is the first team player, and then they've also got Gary Cahill, who was obviously the captain, so he'll definitely play. So, 4 centre-backs who you would consider as first team players, Rudiger's maybe dropping in that right back spot at times, and maybe more pressing up. Currently, while they've got Hazard injured as well, it's good that he's versatile, and then he can go into the different positions.
Yeah, I mean, David Luiz does like to get forward.
Yeah.
And with Rudiger being defensively minded,
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping he does take off. You know, like he makes his mark in the Premier League. He establishes himself as a Premier League defender. Because obviously with John Terry going to Aston Villa, they've kind of lost that leadership aspect, I suppose, in the dressing room.
Yeah, that's what Gary Cahill obviously has taken from John Terry. Yeah. That leadership, basically. So.
I mean, with Cahill, obviously, I think he's still got one more game suspended, or...
Yes, I believe so.
He's still got one more game on his suspension, so Rudiger will play a massive part in that defence. When Cahill comes back from suspension, I don't know who he might... I don't think he'll go straight back in, because Chelsea's defence have been all right, I suppose, with the 3 centre-backs, Azpilicueta, David Luiz and Rudiger.
The thing is with that, though, is obviously that Cahill is captain. So, I think Cahill is guaranteed that spot. David Luiz with being their main centre back, in my opinion, I could see either Azpilicueta or Rudiger playing, or then 2 players battling it out to who to be playing. Because in my opinion, I don't think Cahill or David Luiz will be dropped.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I suppose Conte could, take out Moses.
He could.
Use Azpilicueta as a fullback in his natural position, and then just slip Gary Cahill back in at centre back.
He could, yeah. But the thing is, though, would he drop him? I mean, he had an amazing season last season for Chelsea. It's like
at centre back as well.
Will he drop Moses?
Oh, Moses, yeah. I mean, that's true. Actually, you've got a good point.
You know what I mean? I mean, you bring in the centre back, Rudiger, an amazing first team centre back, but at the end of the day, is it like, did he actually bring him in as a backup? Because obviously the defence was solid all last season.
I mean,
why change it? and obviously you let two good centre backs go, you need a replacement. Has he brought him in as a backup maybe?
I mean, obviously they've let Kurt Zouma go out on loan, I think it was, to Stoke as well.
Yeah.
So I suppose they've got that recall option with Zuma if things do get a bit dicey, but I can't see them recalling Zuma.
Not really, no, unless it's to get desperate, because obviously at the end of the day they did recall Ake last season in January.
Yes.
So you never know really. It just depends how dodgy they are at the back. I mean, if they get loads of injuries, then they may have to recall. But obviously, the thing is though, with letting Terry go and Ake and Zoom out on loan, they've lost a lot of centre backs, and they brought in Rudiger as like a replacement for them three that's gone.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you get two injuries at the back, then he's gonna be stuck.
This is true. I mean, he's got, I think it's Christiansen.
The
young Danish lad.
I guess he could play.
He could, but realistically, if we think about it, he's the fifth choice centre back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so Rudiger for me, £29 million. I wouldn't have paid any more than 20, but that's just me. You know, that's me being, you know, I don't like spending a lot of money.
yeah, good point. The thing is though, Rudiger being a top class centre back, I would say the price that they paid for him, especially with him still being young and he has a lot of potential in the future, I could see that price being a decent price in the future if he gets first team football and he becomes like a rock at the back. I could see that price being like cheap for him, especially the way the transfer market is going at the minute.
This is true. I mean, you've had some transfers in this window being unreal amounts, stupid amounts.
Which we will talk about in a minute, of course. So.
Yes, we shall get onto those soon.
Yeah.
So Rudiger, for me, like I say, I reckon he'll be a good signing for Chelsea. Like you say, provided he gets the games.
Yeah.
So, moving on to Kylian Mbappe.
Kylian Mbappe, yes. The young Frenchman that's gone on loan to PSG from Monaco, with an option to buy at the end of his loan for £166 million. Like, wow.
For an 18-year-old.
For an 18-year-old, he has got a lot of pressure on his shoulders, in my opinion. Obviously, because that kind of price tag on an 18-year-old just brings a lot of pressure on a player for him to know that he's worth that much. I mean, and he's got to live up to it as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, I suppose PSG have done this sort of clever. They've been clever about this one in the terms of try before you buy, so to speak.
Yeah,
they've got him on loan with the option to buy him.
Yeah.
So they don't have to necessarily go ahead with the purchase.
Yeah.
But as far as PSG concerned, I reckon it's good business.
Yeah, it's good business, don't get it wrong.
In terms of Mbappe is one of the best, if not the best, upcoming young talents.
That's the thing with Mbappe, is he plays like he did last season, and he, in the future, like, does his potential. He will be, in no doubt, after the likes of, Lukaku and that fade away a bit. Mbappe, in my opinion, could or can be the best striker in football at his current level. Peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like you say about Lukaku, Lukaku's got 6 years on Mbappe already. With Lukaku being 24.
I mean, obviously that was just like an off the top of my head another player who obviously in his prime has been good.
Yeah.
And Mbappe in his prime could be as better as that, and then, just like the standout striker in that moment in time in the next 5 years.
Easily. Yeah, I mean, he's in a French league where, he's rated as one of their best strikers in that league. You've got Cavani. Don't get me wrong, Cavani is absolutely unreal, but with Mbappe as well, PSG have kind of bolstered their attacking options.
Definitely. I mean, obviously that Neymar deal as well, their attack is unreal. I can't wait to see how they do in Champions League, because honestly,
Yeah.
If they don't at least get the semi-finals, finals, then they've got a problem after spending so much money.
I mean, realistically, you've got Neymar, you've got Cavani, you've got Mbappe and Di Maria all going forward.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Lucas Moura as a potential backup to Di Maria. So,
Yeah.
you know, that is mind-boggling.
Oh, it's unreal. And then they've got a solid defense with like Thiago Silva and Kazawa and people like that. I mean, their whole team is unreal.
Yeah.
Like, by far, like, I'm now comparing PSG to Real Madrid because their squad is that good. Like,
I
they are
suppose-
going to be so close.
I mean, they have lost Krychowiak to West Brom, so their midfield's going
Which
to be...
was a surprising signing, in my opinion.
That
I was
actually was.
surprised.
I mean, I
But-
kind of laughed at that one.
I don't think that Krychowiak is going to be a massive loss, considering they've already got the likes of Pastore, Verratti. They've got
Yeah.
like a so balanced team that I don't think that player going will be a massive loss to them.
I mean, I suppose in a way they've got Draxler as well, so they're not really losing anyone.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But we'll get back on topic about Mbappe because we're
Yes,
talking
sorry.
about PSG more than Mbappe here. So yeah, Mbappe, like I said, 18-year-old, a lot of money, a lot of pressure on the young Frenchman. I think one advantage he's going to have though, especially when he get in his prime, is that he is still on home turf. He is still in France.
Yes.
That will help him a lot. It's not like the likes of Lukaku, he's Belgian and he's playing in the English league and stuff like that. He is still on home turf, which I think will help him a lot.
I mean, sorry, go on.
No, go on.
Some people are already comparing him to Thierry Henry.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, quite easily, Mbappe, if he keeps up his potential, play as striker, he's a Frenchman, just like Henry, he could quite easily be as good, if not better, in my opinion. If he lives up to his potential. I think if he lives up to his potential and he bangs in the goals, I think he could be as good, if not better.
Well,
I mean, that's a long shot, considering he's only 18. He's got a lot of career ahead of him. It could go very bad for him.
yeah.
But like I say, in my opinion, his potential is that high. I think he could be that player.
I mean, off the top of our heads, can you think of any other young strikers that's near him, like in terms of his ability?
Now, I want to say Marcus Rashford. I don't want to cancel him out. I think he is going to be an unreal striker,
Yeah.
English striker, for, like in years to come. I mean, he's the same age as Mbappe, I believe. I'm sure he's 18. But I would say Mbappe is better than Rashford. But comparing to I mean, Mbappe has had a lot more football than Rashford. But Rashford always made that impact at Man United when he'd been playing. So,
Just like he did in his last game for Manchester
yeah,
United.
exactly.
So, yeah.
And obviously he played in the England game as well, where he come on and did he score or did he assist? Or he definitely made an
He
impact.
made an
anyway.
assist, yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. He makes that impact, so he could be like Mbappe. So
Imagine, right, in the
Yeah.
future, Mbappe and Rashford up front in a team.
bloody hell.
Fuck.
And then another player like Mbappe as well is Gabriel Jesus.
Yes, I was about to say Gabriel Jesus.
That's
Like,
another young player. He's like a young Brazilian. Like Gabriel Jesus, Mbappe, and Rashford are the three off the top of my head that you can just see them are going to be the main strikers in the future.
Yeah.
Because the way their career is going at the minute, if they're banging in goals now, like
God knows
God
what they're going to
knows
be
what's
worth in
going
the
to
future.
happen
Yeah.
in their prime as well. They're going to be unstoppable. In my opinion, they could be the next Ronaldo and Messi if they live up to their potential.
I mean, they've got, what, 13, 14 years to do it?
Exactly. As long as they live up to their potential, I don't see why not.
Exactly. I mean, like you say, potential is everything. They've just got to use it.
Exactly. They've definitely got it in them.
Oh,
So,
well, yeah. I
don't see
mean,
why not?
PSG wouldn't have bought or potentially going to buy him for 166 million if he didn't have anything.
Exactly.
You know, you don't pay 166 million for a player that has no potential.
Exactly. I mean, paying that price tag, you would expect him to Mbappe to have that potential and play well.
Yeah.
Well, like I said about the pressure on his shoulders, will that affect him? It depends how he deals with that pressure. That's the thing I want to see from Mbappe as well, is that he's got this potential, he's got this pressure on his shoulders.
Mhm.
Can he forget about that price tag and still boss it? If he can do that, then in my opinion, he is going to be one of the best strikers, if not like the best striker ever.
Well,
basically.
now that he is at PSG, right?
Yeah.
Question is, with PSG playing a lone striker, will he be a backup to Cavani, or will he play up top with Cavani?
That's the thing. I've always known PSG is like a one up top, which is Cavani.
Yeah.
But now that you're bringing an Mbappe, plus that price tag,
You would want to see
if
him
they
play.
paid that price tag straight away without getting him on loan, it would be stupid not to start him, because you're paying that money for a bench player, then what's the point?
Yeah.
But that they've got him on loan with an option to buy, it's like, will they do two up front, or will they use Mbappe as like an impact sub? You know, with him being on loan and being young.
It's the
can't-
price tag though.
That's what I'm saying, considering they've got him on loan this season and they don't have to pay that price tag. I just feel that he's
Yeah.
going to be like an impact sub, because I don't feel like with him being on loan, he will go in front of Cavani.
Yeah.
Which could affect his career in a way as well.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd like to see him stay at Monaco and build himself as a Monaco legend, like a club
Yeah.
legend, but if the option's there to go to a bigger club, you're going to take it.
Exactly. Plus, I mean, if he does get the game time, he does start at PSG, the team he's got around him as well will help him a lot.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if he was at Monaco, yes, he's got a lot of creative players, but it's not as good as the PSG players around him. So, if he gets the first team game time, then he's going to be fine. If he's going to be that impact sub and starting cup games and stuff, I just see that affecting his career a bit.
Yeah. So, that was Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, worth the money? We'll find out, because,
Yeah.
he's got a season to impress at PSG. I'll be keeping an eye on him.
So will I.
So, moving from the French League back to the Premier League, our next player...
Okay.
Our next player to talk about is Ederson. He is a 23-year-old goalkeeper, has transferred from Benfica to Man City for £35 million.
Yeah.
So, he
Good
was... Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say good signing.
Good signing, exactly. I mean, to be fair, I watched him at Benfica, loved him at Benfica. I thought he was a really solid keeper. First choice at Benfica, now he's currently the number one at Man City. He's acrobatic, so he's not exactly a traditional style goalkeeper. He likes to fling himself about. He's got very fast reflexes, sort of like a Gianluigi Buffon, if you like.
Yeah.
He can get down pretty quick.
Yeah.
When a powerful shot's coming at him, he can handle the ball. He can grab it rather than parry it. So I do like his handling as well. The only thing he needs to work on is, in my opinion, is his positioning. He's often, too far off his line or too far away from where he actually needs to be to save the ball. But then again, like I say, he's 23, he's young, he's still learning.
Yeah.
He's not.
Yeah, definitely.
He's not so comfortable with the ball at his feet, though. I've noticed that in a few games that he's played for Man City already. I have noticed that. He prefers to clear the ball rather than play it out from the back. Now, I know when Guardiola went in for a keeper, he wanted a keeper that could play out from the back, sort of like what Claudio Bravo does. But thing is, with Ederson, he doesn't like to do that. He doesn't like to take risks. So we'll see how long he lasts at Man City. I mean, we know that Guardiola wasn't happy with the goalkeepers at City. You know, Joe Hart going out on loan again to West Ham now. Bravo's now the number 2. So with Ederson coming in and making himself a number 1 straight in off the back of a transfer, what does that say about Bravo? What does that say about Joe Hart?
Well, in my opinion, I think Ederson is a great signing, don't get it wrong. I can see Bravo just because of how bad he was last season. He definitely is the number 2 now. I could see Joe Hart being on loan this season, and then I could see him getting sold after the season, maybe to West Ham again, maybe somewhere else. I could see him getting sold. I don't think he has a future at Man City. Unless if they sell Bravo, then put Joe Hart as their number 2 maybe. But I don't see Joe Hart having a future at Man City now. Pep Guardiola doesn't seem to have any views on him whatsoever.
I mean, Joe Hart, not this season, last season when he was on loan to Torino, didn't have the best of seasons.
And he hasn't had the best start at West Ham either, has he?
Exactly, I was just about to say he hasn't had the best start at West Ham either.
And then he started the England game. Well, just what you want, like, didn't you?
I mean,
but
head and shoulders above the rest, like.
I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing about Joe Hart though is that obviously I think him going out to Torino and West Ham has affected his career. I mean, he's been the number 1 at Man City for numerous years, and him going to Torino and being dropped by Man City and not wanted, it's definitely affected his career. It definitely has. The thing with Ederson, I do like the signing. A young goalkeeper, he's definitely going to improve, and he's going to be just a quality goalkeeper in my opinion. Again, another player with a lot of potential to live up to. The thing with his risk taking, like you were saying, like playing out from the back instead of and he kicks it up. I like that in a way because if you at least you've got a goalkeeper that doesn't want to take risks. So you're less likely to make mistakes.
Yes.
Whereas Bravo was that goalkeeper who played it out from the back a lot, made the mistakes, and that was the problem last season with Man City, conceding too many goals from mistakes.
Yeah.
So Ederson could be actually better in a way, but obviously, like you say, with Pep Guardiola not wanting that, but better in a way because he won't take them risks, so you're less likely to make them mistakes at the back.
I mean, we all know Guardiola's one of these managers that sticks to what he knows. He likes his own philosophy. So these goalkeepers that he keeps going for, that he wants to play out from the back, I can see him sticking with Ederson mainly because Ederson is, like you say, he's young potential. Yeah. That's kind of what he's got going for him, I suppose.
Yeah.
Portuguese as well, so European.
Yeah.
Only thing is though, should, let's say, I don't know, young goalkeepers, let's say Jordan Pickford.
Right.
Should Pickford become available from Everton, could you see Ederson being replaced?
In my opinion, no. I could see Pickford being at Everton for quite a few years before he maybe moves on.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, the quality of Pickford, I could see him going to a bigger club like Man City, Man United, somebody like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is with Pickford, like you say, I could see him being at Everton for a few years before he moves on to that big club.
Yeah.
Because I think he is that kind of goalkeeper. The thing is with Ederson, I couldn't see him being replaced because he's young. He's got that potential. I think that's what Pep Guardiola done when he brought him in. He knew he's young. He's a quality goalkeeper now. And the only way is up for him. So that's why I couldn't see him getting replaced because the only way is up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You can't get much worse than what Bravo did last season. So Ederson
you could. I mean, you could.
Well, I mean, you could be Vito Manone, but
well,
but we'll not talk about that.
No.
But yeah, I think Ederson could be a quality goalkeeper for Man City.
Yeah. So Ederson for me, £35 million, could prove to be a good signing, like you say. Got to live up to his potential, but he's got a lot of pressure as well.
Yeah, definitely got a lot of pressure.
That Man City background.
Man City background, and obviously knowing he is the first team goalkeeper, he is the one who's going to have to play in the net.
Yeah.
He is the one who's going to have to make them stop. He knows this, and obviously he's got to live up to what.
And those Man City fans, they'll be watching him like a hawk. They'll be judging his performances.
Yeah.
So moving on swiftly from the Premier League back to the French League, we have the big man, the number 10 at PSG. It is Neymar.
Yeah. I mean, where do you start?
At the beginning.
Really? Neymar being the £198 million transfer, the highest paid player ever.
Yes.
Yeah, transferring from Barcelona to PSG. Obviously, him not being happy at Barcelona, and obviously PSG were like, "I love you," and basically paid that price tag for him, and they've now got him. Quality signing, in my opinion, for PSG. Obviously, Neymar being young, and he's very good now being young.
Yeah.
I mean, what is he going to be like in the years to come? I mean, he is going to be unreal. I mean, he's definitely one of them flair players. Oh,
he can definitely change a game.
He can change a game in a blink of an eye.
Definitely.
I mean, he is unreal.
And he won't think twice about slipping the ball through your legs.
No. He will do anything he wants.
But when sorry.
No, go on.
When he first signed from Santos to Barcelona, I thought to myself, 50 odd million or whatever it was, I thought to myself, well, we'll see how he does. He was tearing it up in the Brazilian league, banging the goals in, banging the assists, and then he comes to La Liga, and I thought to myself, well, I'll give him a chance. I'll see how he does. And he started his first season for Barcelona wasn't exactly the best. He's still done all right. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like his top
Barcelona standard.
Yeah, it wasn't Barcelona standard, and when he started, I think it was his second season, just into the second season at Barcelona, he started becoming that player that we all expected him to be. That playmaker that, sort of, he linked up with Messi well, he linked up with Suarez well, and he started supplying them with the ball more to get them the goals. He kept popping up in the right positions, grabbing himself a goal, worked on his set pieces, became a set piece specialist. And now that he's at PSG, obviously they've been lacking a quality left winger for a while.
Yeah.
I think the last quality left winger was Ezekiel Lavezzi. But Neymar coming in at PSG, I reckon, will storm the scene.
Definitely.
He'll steal the show. He will become, without a doubt, the best player in that league.
Or even in the world after Messi and Ronaldo retire.
Exactly.
I mean, he's the next one, really, after Messi and Ronaldo, in my opinion.
Aye. I mean, Ronaldo's 31, Messi's 29, 30. Yeah. So they're getting on a bit now. And
in the next 5-6 years, you could see them retiring, in my opinion.
Oh, definitely.
So, like I say, Neymar is like the next player, in my opinion, after Messi and Ronaldo.
Yeah. I mean, at PSG, now that he's like the top player in that league, I could see him competing for Ballon d'Or.
Oh yes, definitely.
Because at Barcelona,
he was in Messi's shadow, wasn't he? Really?
I was trying to not say that exactly.
Right, sorry about that.
Yeah, because there has been controversy about him being in Messi's shadow, and I'm not saying that he was in Messi's shadow, but with Messi being the top player at that club, Neymar couldn't fulfill his potential.
Yeah, definitely.
Everything had to go through Messi.
Yeah, and the thing is, I couldn't see Neymar unless if he does unreal things. I couldn't see Neymar winning the Ballon d'Or just yet because I think Messi and Ronaldo will still be the winners for it. They will be the competitors. But once Neymar and Messi leave their prime and get to the end of their career, then I could see Neymar definitely winning and competing like at a high standard for that Ballon d'Or.
I mean, if we think about Ballon d'Or, right? You've got obviously the two big boys. You've got Messi, and you've got Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Right. After that, in my opinion, Bale, Benzema,
Neymar. Yeah. I wouldn't say actually so much Benzema. I don't think he's that high profile player in my opinion. I would say Bale, obviously definitely Neymar. Then after them two, really, I just cannot think of that player that's like that high of a standard, you know?
I mean, I suppose in a way, if given a few years and he develops into like a 30-goal scorer a season, Romelu Lukaku.
I could see him being a competitor. Going back to Mbappe as well, once he's in his prime, I could see him being a competitor.
Exactly. I mean, Neymar and Mbappe at PSG.
It's going to be unreal.
If PSG can't win the league if they don't win the league this season, they need their eyes checking.
They need, like, they've got serious problems if they don't win the league. I would say they've got serious problems if they don't at least get a semi-final to Champions League, in my opinion. After spending all that money and the squad they've got, I would say they've got problems if they don't get a semi-finals. I mean, Real Madrid, Bayern, Barcelona and PSG are the four clubs that I think are the main ones that will get the semi-finals and finals. And like I say, PSG spending all this money, it's going to be shocking if they don't get semi-finals at least in Champions League, in my opinion.
Who would you want to see in the final of the Champions League, quickly?
Well, in my obviously, it would be Barca Real because I love seeing that match.
Oh yeah.
But the way I see it is Barcelona at the minute is slacking. They're behind Real Madrid. I would say that Real Madrid and PSG would be the final.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Bayern are quite there, and Barcelona, like I say, are slacking at the minute.
Yeah.
So I would see Real Madrid PSG in the final of the Champions League.
I would definitely love to see that kind of final. Definitely.
Oh, it would be a solid would be unreal. That.
It's like you say, some of the signings that Madrid have made, and obviously the money PSG have spent.
Yeah.
And with the potential of spending in the future.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So Neymar, step up to the plate, boy.
Exactly. You need to, after that price tag, if he does nothing for the next season or two, then
yeah, he's got to get off the box straight away.
He's got to. Yes, he's definitely got to.
I mean, I'm not taking anything away from the French league. If people are watching this and you support a team in the French league, please don't be angry with me. But PSG are the top club in that league.
Right? Definitely.
Neymar is miles ahead of any player in that league.
Yes, I would say so. Yeah. I would say Neymar is the top player in that league, as long as he lives up to the potential he's been doing at the minute.
Yeah.
If he slacks away, then it's going to be absolutely shocking, and it's going to be embarrassing for Neymar if he slacks away.
Aye, I mean it'll be not only for Neymar but also PSG.
Aye, after spending a lot of money, if he doesn't bag in at least 20 goals, I would say that it's just going to be shocking.
Aye, of course it will be. I mean, PSG will be sitting there going, well, 200 million down the drain.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, think of what you could spend on with a £200 million.
Could have got 2 class centre-backs.
Could have got a nice mansion, nice car, on the beach, nice bird. Anyway.
Meanwhile, in the mind of Rob Texetor.
I'm just going on a date right now. Yeah, just spend it on Neymar, so he just need to live up with that price tag. You need to.
He does. So, now that we've covered the big transfer of the window, we'll move on to a slightly less profile transfer.
Like the two big money and Mbappe and Neymar will go right down to less profile.
And we'll be moving from France to Italy with Leonardo Bonucci. 30-year-old centre-back, moved from Juventus to AC Milan for £35 million.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Bonucci for me is one of the top-rated centre-backs in that league, without a doubt. You know, he's played alongside Chiellini and Barzagli in a three at the back set up at Juventus.
Yeah.
You know, he's not the fastest, but he's defensively minded, he's physically strong, and he's very strong in the air.
He's a quality centre back.
Absolutely quality. I mean, for 30-year-old, quality covers it.
I think he could be still playing in 5 years' time at the top level.
If he keeps himself fit.
He is that good.
Yeah, I mean, if he keeps himself fit, there's no reason why he can't.
Exactly.
I have done a bit of research behind this transfer, and the reason why, or one of the reasons why Bonucci left Juventus was because he felt that his bond with the club was fading.
Right.
And that prompted the change, because he spent 7 years at Juventus.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been there since he was 23, right? And for him to leave Juventus, I thought he would have retired at Juventus, along with Chiellini and Barzagli.
Definitely. It was surprising when he left for me, to be honest.
I mean, Juventus for me, I'm going to do a PSG here, but they are probably the best team in that league.
Definitely.
You know, you've got Buffon, you've got Alexandro, you've got Chiellini. There's just so many solid players in that Juventus team, and to leave such a comfortable place, there must have been something drastic for Bonucci to prompt that change.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be something else to it, not just the bond between me and the club is fading. You know, there's got to be something else there.
Wasn't that something about the fallout with his manager or something, maybe?
I've read about that. I think I'm putting that down to a rumor. I don't think there's anything behind that, but like you said,
it might just be solely a change for him. Really, might just be that.
Well, with Bonucci leaving Juventus, Daniele Rugani, the 24-year-old Italian centre back,
need to step up in his place.
Will need to step up in his place. Whether or not he will is another question, because Rugani isn't on the same level as Bonucci.
No, definitely not.
But I suppose with Chiellini and Barzagli there, he's got two good mentors.
Yeah, exactly. He's got the backup of Chiellini and Barzagli next to him to be able to fit in, I would think.
Yeah. So AC Milan isn't that you've got an absolute steal there. I know £35 million is a hefty price tag for a 30-year-old, but like I say, Milan for me, they've got an absolute steal. They've got one of the best centre backs in that league on their side.
Definitely, and the thing is with AC Milan, they have changed their team like drastically this transfer window. I mean, they have basically changed their whole team. They have spent a lot of money changing. Bonucci being one of them signings is just changed that team, like, for a few years.
I mean,
quality signing for them.
If we quickly just talk about AC Milan as a whole in this window, you know, they've signed Çalhanoğlu from Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah, another quality signing.
Exactly. His free kicks.
Yeah, I mean, they signed Rodriguez from Wolfsburg.
Yeah.
Didn't they sign Mustachio?
Yeah.
Yeah, another centre back. That's 3 centre backs. Obviously, Rodriguez can play left back as well. they just changed the team. I mean, Fabio Borini was an interesting one in my opinion, like, but
I'm not sure why he went to AC Milan or why
yeah,
AC Milan even wanted him.
yeah, but we'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that. I mean, obviously it's just a loan deal, but
It's a turd going down the drain for us.
yeah, basically for a year anyway. For a year. But yeah, I mean, good sign for AC Milan. Bonucci's a quality centre back. He's definitely got like 5, 6 years left in him easily.
Yeah.
And I think he'll now retire at AC Milan. I don't think he'll move anywhere else after that.
I can't see him moving anywhere else.
And yeah, just a quality signing and a quality centre back.
Definitely. So Bonucci, quick recap on Bonucci: 35 million, hefty price tag, but for what he brings to a defence,
Yeah.
I'd say it's worth it.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot to say about Bonucci compared to Neymar, did we?
Well, that's the thing. Neymar was in the triple figures, mate.
Yeah, that's the thing at the end of the day.
So I'll pass the torch over to you, and we'll go.
Torch now. It's too bright.
Oh
Get
no!
off.
It's too bright. I can't see. I'm legally blind. But if we go from Bonucci to Aurier, take it away.
Yeah. The right back coming from PSG to Manchester City. Well, I've just said this, man. Yeah. Aurier going to Tottenham from PSG for 23 million. Obviously, Aurier not doing what he could have at PSG. Obviously, a couple of mistakes he made in his early career that definitely affected him at PSG. A good move for Tottenham, obviously replacing Kyle Walker. I would say a quality right back, in my opinion. I think another player with a lot of potential to live up to. And I like the player, like himself. I like the player. I think he's a good player. So yeah, £23 million, a decent price tag for him, to be honest. Yeah, you got anything to say about him?
Well, you've covered it, I suppose. I mean, Aurier, like you say, I think is a swap, sort of like a like for Kyle Walker.
Yeah, like an attacking-minded right back, well as good as defending as well. I mean, yeah,
he's got pace. He's
got pace. Yeah,
he's strong. He's got the stamina.
Yeah,
that's what's crucial for Tottenham. He's got the stamina.
Yeah.
Because Tottenham like their attacking fullbacks. They like their fullbacks to get down the way and get the crosses in. Maybe join an attack now and then. But Aurier can also join the midfield. He has played midfield for PSG in the past. So I'm looking forward to seeing Aurier next week playing for Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. The other thing I was actually a little surprised when, I mean, obviously I knew they were going to get a right back.
Yeah.
But I didn't think they were going to actually go for a first team right back because I thought Kieran Trippier would have stepped in and been the first team right back and maybe them getting a battle. But I think Aurier is definitely going to be that first team right back in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because he's just that kind of player. And I mean, Trippier being a backup again.
I think he can also play centre back, if I'm not mistaken. He's all right. He's quite good in the air.
I'm not sure, but obviously they're bringing in Sanchez as well at centre back. They've got Alderweireld, Vertonghen, Sanchez. I mean, they've got plenty centre backs now. I don't think Aurier will be used as that centre back option. Yeah. I think he will be solely right back.
I mean, that's a steal in itself. Davinson Sanchez.
Oh,
that is a hell of a steal.
Quality fan as well.
Definitely
another quality fan.
But like some of the signings, like you say, this window has been unreal for me.
Oh,
like I've really enjoyed it.
The worst day was transfer deadline day because it was just all about drama on the last day. Like up until transfer deadline day, which is normally the best day, it was all really good, and then the last day was just full of drama with Sanchez going there, Ross Barkley going there.
Where's Lamar going?
Where's Lamar going? Oh, 93 million. Oh, bloody hell. I mean,
Arsene Wenger could spend money.
It was just full of drama, and it was so bad. I was so looking forward to the transfer deadline day, and I was actually bored because nothing was going on.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, to be fair. I mean, I sat there watching it, and I was like, make something happen.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, me and you went and played FIFA because it was that bad.
Yeah, we ended up playing FIFA while keeping an eye on transfer deadline day, and we were just sat there going, so has anything happened yet?
Not really. I mean, this player's gone on loan to a League Two side. That's about it.
Accrington Stanley.
That was about it, really.
So staying in the Premier League,
Yep.
we shall go from England
Yep.
to Wales, and Swansea have snapped up Renato Sanchez on loan from Bayern Munich, 20-year-old centre mid.
Quality signing.
Absolute
Unreal.
quality.
I was so shocked when they signed him. So shocked.
I was sitting there on Thursday and I was looking at
Did
Sky
you,
Sports
did
News.
you have to think twice just to make sure you actually saw that correctly on Sky Sports News?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was a troll because I know
Good,
I know Sky Sports do like to have a joke with the viewers every now and then.
Aye, definitely.
But I honestly thought, seeing that it came up Renato Sanchez on loan to Swansea, I was like, what?
Exactly.
I honestly didn't think he would leave Bayern Munich, but when I've dug a little deeper into the transfer,
Yeah.
I've kind of figured out why.
Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, I did actually see him going on loan. I didn't think Bayern would sell him because obviously he's got massive potential. He will be in that third team in the future. But I did see him going on loan because obviously he's young. He needs that first team experience to be able to play at Bayern. And obviously they've got Tolisso, Arturo Vidal. They've got players ahead of Renato Sanchez at this moment in time. But when he moved to Swansea, that was such a shock. I could see him going on loan to say an AC Milan or some club like that.
Mm.
I didn't see him going to a middle of the road Premier League team.
No offense, Swansea.
I'm not lying. I could have said one of the lower Premier League team. I would be a nice there, in the middle of the road.
Oh, I know that.
Because I mean, if you saw my predictions, Premier League predictions video on my channel, you'll have seen that I think they are the lower team. But I would be nice here in the middle of the road. So,
but it's like you say, you can't get into the team at Bayern. You know, you've got Thiago, you've got James Rodriguez, who's there on loan.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Vidal, you've got Kimmich. You know, you've got that many centre mids, and obviously Tolisso.
He's not going to get in that team, isn't he? He played cup games, that's about it. So I think a loan move is good for him because he'll get that first team experience and he'll get the game time to be able to be better.
I mean, he's 5th or 6th choice centre mid at Bayern Munich. Realistically,
as long as he's fit, he'll be in the first team in Swansea any day of the week.
He should be first pick because.
If he's not, then that's a shock.
Because just before Euro 2016, that's when Munich signed him for £45 million.
Yeah.
So only started 17 games last season for Bayern. Scored none, only got 3 assists. So realistically, I know that he sits in front of the back four. He's a CDM, defensive mid, for anyone who didn't know what CDM is. You know, he sits in front of that back four, he runs that midfield, or he likes to run that midfield. But in Bayern Munich, in the Bayern Munich team, you know, they've got Tolisso who can do that now, Arturo Vidal. You know.
The thing is as well though, he didn't really get the game time last season because obviously he's 6th pick, isn't he? So he didn't really get that game time that he needs to be able to progress in his career. I mean, that's why I'm saying a loan move is, like, in my opinion, perfect for him.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at Swansea's team and think centre mids, you know, with Sigurdsson gone, who's going to fill that main centre mid role?
It's Renato Sanchez. It's gotta be.
It's gotta be. Yeah.
I mean, they've got nobody else of Renato Sanchez or Sigurdsson quality in that team.
Yeah.
And not being nasty, but like Sigurdsson by far was their best player. Now I could see Renato Sanchez being their best player.
Yeah, I mean he can pick a pass. You know, he's got the vision, he's got the stamina to get. He's a box to box.
Yeah,
he's defensively minded. So
and I mean,
he's an kind of all-round midfielder.
Yeah, I mean he'll be helping out now the return of Wilfred Boney to Swansea as well. He'll be the service man pretty much for
Boney. Yeah.
So yeah.
I would also
good signing.
Yeah, I mean, I would also like to see Sanchez getting forward as well as doing his defensive duty, because I know that Sanchez does have quite a right foot on him in terms of long shots.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. You see, the box-to-box midfielder, he has defensive and attacking quality, so he may use both in the game, which is basically, in my opinion, perfect for Swansea, because they were a little dodgy at the back and the little dodgy attacking at times, so having him as a box-to-box midfielder will run the show and improve Swansea's team like 100%.
I mean, Renato Sanchez was named in the young player team, like the young players team last season for 2015-2016.
Yeah.
So, you know, that team included Rashford, that team included Mbappe.
Yeah.
So realistically, you know, he's up
there with the younger players who are progressing, basically.
Yeah. He is without a doubt. I mean, Bayern Munich wouldn't pay 45 million for him if they didn't.
No.
I mean, in a few years, once he establishes himself as a proven midfielder,
he's in the first team for Bayern in the future.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, he'll definitely. Probably.
Unless if we get like another £200 million transfer, like him going to PSG or Barcelona or something like that. Then you never know.
Khedira just resigns from Real Madrid and be like, that's 300 million.
We'll have him.
But yeah, I mean, Sanchez, Swansea, good luck. You know, Swansea have got an absolute steal of a player.
Oh, definitely.
And for me, you know, well done. You know, you've done a hell of a bit of business in there.
Definitely.
Staying with the Premier League again, let's go back into England with Manchester City and Kyle Walker.
The Kyle Walker £50 million transfer from Tottenham to Manchester City. Obviously, Manchester City doing a lot of work mainly on the defence. This transfer window, obviously bringing in Mendy, Kyle Walker, Danilo as well. Obviously, like I said, they're doing a lot of work on the defence. That was the main problem in their team. So Pep Guardiola knew where he needed to work on in the transfer window. Kyle Walker, I mean, by far, I would say he's one of the best right backs in the Premier League.
Oh, without a doubt.
Without a doubt, right? 50 million, a good price tag, a good bit of business from Tottenham getting 50 million for him. I think he definitely can live up to that price tag. 50 million, he's quality right back. He's definitely what Manchester City needed, a quality right back in their team. Leaving a bit of a hole in Tottenham team though, because I think that obviously with them getting he's a like for like replacement.
Yeah.
But I think they still will miss Walker in a way. And obviously Tottenham making quite a bit of profit off that transfer as well, because didn't they buy him for like some stupid little amount, like 1 million, something daft like that?
Something like that. It was like one or two.
Yeah. So I mean, a massive profit as well. So well done to Tottenham for that.
But that's what Tottenham do. They buy players for cheap and sell them for ridiculous amounts. That's what they've always done.
It's the same as Harry Kane. I mean, I don't think Harry Kane will move at the minute, but I think he could move in the future, especially if Tottenham start dropping a bit.
Yeah.
So I think like I said, a quality signing for Man City, a bit of a loss for Tottenham, but a good replacement in as well.
I suppose in a way it also helps Man City with the financial fair play. He's an English player.
Yeah, definitely.
So
that's what they needed as well. I mean, they don't have a lot of English players, especially first team.
Yeah.
With obviously Joe Hart going, that's a lot of an English player. Sterling, he's in and out in the team. I could see this season he's going to be a bench player with Silva. I mean, even Sane is not even playing. And
Sane is better than Sterling.
and Sane's better than Sterling, so Sterling's just going to be that player who's out the way.
I mean, Sterling, for me, I don't think he should have left Liverpool. Me personally, I think he should have
No.
stayed.
He leaving Liverpool to go to Man City was a big mistake. One, because obviously it created a lot of drama. Now everybody hates him for that. Liverpool is where he made his name. He was quality at Liverpool. He shouldn't have left the way he did from Liverpool. Sterling was a quality player at Liverpool, and like going to Man City has been a bit of a mistake. High paid transfer for Sterling, and then he didn't do well in his first season. The next season after that, he done better, but he still wasn't as good as what he was in that Liverpool season, where they come second.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see it, really, but
Just what happens in football.
Yeah, it's exactly. But like, it's touching on Bernardo Silva. Sort of, he's a bench warmer at City at the minute.
Yeah.
So
I could see him being first team though. They wouldn't have paid all that money for a player. That's why I'm saying Sterling and Sane are like the backups now, which is disappointing to see because especially Sane, a young player, and he's quality. It's sad to see him as like a backup player. So yeah, but they've got a lot of attacking players, Man City, so you just can't unfortunately fit them all in.
Yeah. But it's like you say, it was a good bit of business by Tottenham.
Definitely.
Getting that much profit off him, and then obviously for City, with
Zabaleta. It improves their team massively, bringing Walker in.
Yeah, I mean, with Zabaleta leaving, and obviously Bakary Sagna leaving as well.
Yeah, they needed that right back.
Yeah.
And they've got that right back, in my opinion. He'll be there for a long time.
I mean, they've got Kyle Walker. They brought in Danilo as well, who they're currently playing in the midfield.
Yeah, but obviously he can play right back if Walker gets injured or something like that,
Yeah, exactly. So for me,
obviously
Man City... Sorry, go on.
I was going to say he had been suspended as well, so that means that Danilo fits in that place, doesn't he? So, yeah.
So for me, good bit of business there by Manchester City.
Good bit of business by both clubs.
Would I say 50 million?
In my opinion, yes, because he's a quality right back, and if you want a player like Kyle Walker, you're going to have to pay for it.
Yeah, he can do a lot.
Yeah, exactly. He can attack, he can defend, he can do everything in that right back position. And they paid the price for that quality right back, basically.
Yeah. So, staying in the Premier League for the last two players as well, right? Yeah. We've covered quite a bit of the Premier League in this podcast, but moving from Manchester City to the red side of Manchester and Romelu Lukaku. Two players left to talk about. So, Lukaku, 75 million initial bid with add-ons rising anything up to 90.
And the swap deal with Wayne Rooney as well, going the other way.
And the swap deal with Wayne Rooney. So, for me, Lukaku, past few seasons, he's smashed in at least 20 to 25 goals in the Premier League. Yeah. He's a proven goal scorer. Manchester United, for me, have done quite a bit of business here, pulling in that striker that can get them the goals, that can get them, that presence up front.
And that's what they've been missing as well, a proven goal scorer in the Premier League. I mean, it's what Man U's always had, and now they've finally got that back again after quite a few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, that Van Nistelrooy, that Rooney in his prime, and now, obviously, Lukaku, 24. Yeah. He brings something else to the table. He's got pace, he's got strength, he can hold the ball up and allow players to run past him, the likes of Martial or Rashford or Mkhitaryan.
Yeah.
He can pick a pass out as well. He's not just a goal scorer, he can create.
Yeah.
And I've heard he's got quite a left foot on him on a free kick as well.
Exactly. I mean, he's an all-round quality striker. A really good signing for Manchester United. It's what they've needed, a quality proven goal scorer in the Premier League. Obviously, they had Latland last season, and obviously he will be returning from injury soon now that they've signed him back on.
Yeah.
But I could see Ibrahimovic this season being a backup. He won't start in front of Lukaku, in my opinion. He will be a backup and he will be like a tutor to Lukaku and Rashford,
Yes.
in my opinion. But like you say, Lukaku, he can easily bang in 20 to 30 goals a season, which is what Manchester United need. They need a proven goal scorer in the Premier League and they need them goals. And, I mean, hat off to them. I mean, quality stand.
I mean, I originally thought when Lukaku first came onto the scene, I thought he's going to be a mediocre striker. Played a few games for Chelsea here and there, banged a couple of goals in, and I thought, meh, okay. Went to Everton, didn't win at Everton, and I thought, hold on, he's starting to grow into a hell of a striker here.
Yeah. And now he's gone to that big club.
Now he's at that big club. I mean, I know Chelsea is a big club to start off with, but he's gone to that club that needed a striker, that needed a goal scorer, and he's done
that already.
He's doing it already. He doesn't
Exactly.
even need time. He's bombed straight in.
That's the thing that Manchester United getting as well. They're getting that striker that already knows how to score in the Premier League, so he's ready to go in the first game, like he did. He scored 2 goals in the first game of his Manchester United career. So that just shows
his first game,
that just shows he's off the mark straight away. He knows what he's doing, and he's going to get on with it.
I mean, to be fair, Everton, I originally thought Lukaku wouldn't leave, but money talks.
Money talks at the end of the day, and a very good bit of business for Everton as well. Bringing in like a very good profit from that transfer.
Yeah.
So, and also it was talks about Lukaku going to Chelsea, and he picked Manchester United. In my opinion, I think he went to Manchester United instead of Chelsea because he didn't want to return to Chelsea, because he knew that he left for the reason that he wasn't going to be that striker, and he knew he was going to be going back to Chelsea because he was going to be that striker. But he thought, what's the point in returning to that club because you didn't want us in the first place, so why go back?
Yeah.
Exactly. So he went to Man U, and I think he's going to be that striker for Man U for a lot of years.
I mean, quickly touching upon Chelsea, how they wanted Lukaku in the first place. Now they've got Alvaro Morata.
I don't think he's going to be as good as Lukaku.
No, I honestly don't think he'll have a good first season.
So I think he's going to be, like you're saying, that mediocre striker.
Yeah.
He's scoring about 10, 15 goals if
he touches 20, I'll be surprised.
And he won't be the Diego Costa, which I'm really surprised Conte has said he's not in his plans.
Yeah, I mean, Diego Costa for me, without a doubt, is one of Chelsea's best attacking options, if not the best.
Yeah, and
at least
to say that he's not in his plans is just mind-boggling.
It is. I mean, who in the right mind would drop Diego Costa? Yes, he's got a bit of a temper on him, but he's a goal scorer.
I mean, yeah, exactly. He's a goal scorer. He's what Chelsea need to put back in their team. Yeah. I think that's what they've been missing a little bit at the start of the season. And the thing is, though, after being told that he's not in Conte's plans, if Conte does play the Costa, will he be as good? Because he probably doesn't care, because he knows Conte says he's not bothered.
So you think Diego Costa might boycott Chelsea?
Yeah, well, he's been treated unfairly, so why should he?
Yeah.
Play well for them? If he doesn't need to be there, Conte's saying he doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
Then why should he play well for them when he's not cared about and he's been treated unfairly? Why?
I mean, I suppose it's a good point, but going back to Lukaku, 75 million, I wouldn't have paid any more than 60, to be fair. I think 75 is a bit too much money.
It's not actually 75 million. I would say it's 100 million. I mean, 75 at the start, then plus about 15 million add-on, and then the value of Wayne Rooney, I would say a value between 5 and 10 million. So you're looking at like 95 to 100 million transfer there. I mean, that's a lot of money.
For a 24-year-old.
For a 24-year-old. But the thing is with Man U, they've got the money to spend, and it's a good signing them spending that money because they know that they're going to get a proven Premier League goal scorer out of it, which he's already shown in his first few games.
I mean, provided Lukaku can bang them in, say 20 to 30 a season for the next 7 seasons, then they've got their money's worth out of him, no bother.
Yeah, exactly. And I think he'll do that.
Oh, I've got no doubt that Lukaku has the ability to do that, but it's the question is, can he? Can he keep up his performances enough? Can he keep himself fit enough to do it?
I think he can. I honestly do.
Well, I'm watching him this season. I'll be keeping my eye on him, Harry Kane, and Alvaro Morata as strikers this season to see how well they do.
Yeah, definitely.
And just to finish off, we have one last player.
Yeah, we're going to go to a weird player to end this video off.
And that is
Danny Drinkwater.
Now at Chelsea.
Yeah. Bit of a weird player to end this off, but I wanted to talk about this player because I think just one weird transfer. I mean, Danny Drinkwater, the Englishman, going to Chelsea for £20 million. I've got quite a bit to say about this transfer. One, a mistake by Leicester, in my opinion. He was the main midfielder at Leicester after Kanté left. 20 million, though, a good bit of business. I'd take 20 million for Danny Drinkwater any day of the week. I mean, I would have took 10 million for him.
Yeah.
Not to see it being nasty or anything, but I don't think he's worth 20 million. But the reason Chelsea's getting this player is because of fair use, because they need an English player, because they haven't got that many.
Yeah, financial fair play. Yeah.
Yeah, and Danny Drinkwater, a massive mistake in his career because his first team at Leicester. He's in that middle of the road team. Obviously, they won the season 2 seasons ago, but I think they're now middle of the road team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And that's his Danny Drinkwater. That's his position, a middle of the road Premier League team. He's not that type of player that Chelsea need.
So you don't think he's going to cut it?
No, I don't. And I also think that Chelsea bought this player as a backup for squad depth in cup games because obviously they've got Premier League cup games and Champions League. So they bought Danny Drinkwater to play in them cup games so they can keep their best players for Champions League. So a massive mistake in his career because now he is going to be a bench or reserve player for his career at Chelsea. So he's basically going to be forgotten about at Chelsea because he's not part of the first team in the massive games.
I mean, in a way, I suppose, if you think about Chelsea centre mids, you've got, who is out on loan at the minute is Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Chalobah, you've got Fabregas, you've got Kanté. So, realistically...
I mean, their midfield is stacked. I mean, they've got Bakayoko, Kanté, Fabregas. Them the 3 main first team centre mids.
Oh, yeah.
Drinkwater's got not a hope in hell in getting in front of them 3 players.
He wouldn't even get past Bakayoko.
No, he wouldn't. No. He wouldn't. He is literally a bench or reserve player. So I think this is a stupid transfer for him.
Yeah.
Because it's a massive mistake in his career. Because now he is basically a cup game squad depth player instead of the main man, which he was at Leicester.
I mean, you've raised some interesting points there, to be fair. It's like you say, squad depth, financial fair play, mistake in his career, all of that adds up, I suppose. I mean, Drinkwater's 20... He's oldish, aren't he? He's 27, 28.
Something like that, yeah. He's not young or out. He's in his late 20s.
So, to go from a middle-of-the-road club, I like that. I do like that analogy, I'm not going to lie.
I mean, that's my opinion, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's just my opinion. Yeah. But I think quite a lot of people may agree with what I've said.
I mean, like I say, it's to go from a middle of the road club like Leicester to go to Chelsea.
Yeah.
He's losing first team football. I'll be very surprised.
The only way
if he
he'll get in that
starts.
first team is if Bakayoko, Kante, Fabregas get injured,
I mean,
which is very unlikely.
what Kante might do, or what Conte, might do, is he might play Kante and Drinkwater together for the chemistry they had at Leicester, and then use Fabregas as like a cam.
Can you really see that though? Can you really see Bakayoko being out of the team?
Thing is, though, Bakayoko not exactly in the team. He's a bench sitter, like.
I mean, I get your point about the chemistry of what they had at Leicester. I get that point.
Yeah.
But I still can't. I mean, I don't even think this is no like hate toward Drinkwater.
Yeah.
But I don't even think Drinkwater is a Chelsea
quality
player.
Yeah.
He's not that quality of a player. He's literally like a Leicester player. He is perfect for Leicester. He is just miles out for Chelsea. He's just not that quality of a player.
Yeah. So that basically sums up Danny Drinkwater.
Basically, yeah.
Like,
That's a massive mistake.
I mean, I suppose it'll be good for his England career.
Yeah, I guess that's the positive. But
that's the only positive I can think of. But
yeah, but I mean, even in England, could you really see him starting games for England? I mean, I know they started Jake Livermore last night. I don't know what that was about, but can you really see him starting in front of the likes of Dele Alli and people like that? I mean,
like Hendo and that.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
Them.
But that is, I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, guys.
Pretty much. I mean, we've talked about quite a few transfers in the video. Let us know what you think of those in the comment section, because we'd love to get your opinion on this.
Yeah, definitely put your suggestion, comment in the comments down below, guys. I want to hear about like all the transfers, especially Danny Drinkwater. I want to hear your thoughts, because I've got a feeling that a lot of people are going to agree on what I said, or most of what I said.
I mean, you heard the man, guys. Comment down below. Let us know what you think of it.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure recording this with you, by the way. It's been fun recording. I've actually enjoyed recording this. It's actually flew by. The time flew by.
I've actually enjoyed it as well, just sitting chatting away about a certain topic. I mean, we're looking to do this kind of semi-regularly.
Yeah.
So, by all means, get yourself in the comment section. Let us know what you want us to talk about. We'll be more than happy to do that. We've been chatting away for a good hour. So
yeah, definitely.
So to be fair, we've hit our target.
Yeah.
We were actually intending this to be at least an hour.
Yeah.
So that's been it. I hope you have enjoyed the podcast. We've had fun. I know it's just been us chatting, but we've had fun just making it.
Yeah, it's been fun making. I've really enjoyed just talking.
So this is going to be it for the video. This is going to be the end of it. Thank you so very much for watching. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notifications button as well, so you know when I release new content. Smash that like button if you like the podcast and want to see some more. Like I just said, go into the comment section down below. Let us know what you want us to talk about in the future. We'll be more than happy to do it. If you want anyone else to see, if you want anyone else to join us, let us know as well. We'll see what we can do. I'll leave a link to Rotexito's channel in the description, not in the comments, in the description.
In the description, yeah.
Get yourself over there, check out his content, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks to Rotexito for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure and it's been enjoyable.
We'll do this again sometime, guys, like I say, and we'll see you later.
See you later, guys.